Welcome back, people, to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Let's see here. There we go. I ran out of hard drive space, so we didn't get. I have to replay this part. It's not a huge one, half an hour maybe.
There's something odd about that statue.
Why would it be over here?
How should I know? It's magical. This is a room of magical objects.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenobia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
Archon Valerius?
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Deventa statue! Don't listen to it. The Deventa lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
How did they do this? Is she still alive?
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
What does that mean?
Ambiguous rubbish, it could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
Yes, well, we have much to do.
Come on, Jowan. Let's go.
We do. We can't be fooling around. Can we? Right, so we moved the bookcase last time. Let's have a look at this statue.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking.
Okay.
This is
This
the
open.
phylactery chamber.
We must find Jowan's phylactery. Quickly.
Yeah. Let's have a look around then.
It shouldn't be hard to find. There aren't many phylacteries here.
And our game saves, and here we go. We got 3 people to contend with. The Sentinel Guardian is obviously of primary concern. Let's do this. Hold. Jowan, you move out here, and we can use this. Okay, good. Move freely. Oh. Okay. So we got one here that's almost, well, he's down now. Let's see if we can freeze this guy. Yes. Lily, you can backstab because you're a rogue. Swing on up behind here. There we go. Now she'll do increased damage. And freeze. Freeze. Oh shit, I got stunned. That's no good. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh. How much hit points did I have left? It couldn't have been that much. Does it say? Yeah, it's probably like 15. Something like that. Wait, nope. Grab the loot. And the Guardian gave us some cash. Alright then. Trade manifest. I think we've found one of those before. I don't really remember. It's been about 5 days since I last recorded this game. Right. You see John's phylactery in the corner of this case.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me. And I am free.
Huh. Listen, sooner we get out of here, the better.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
Yeah, me neither. Let's get the fuck out while we still can. The good thing is we can open this door from the other side. This was the door we couldn't unlock before. So let's get out of here. Get out. There you go.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true.
Uh-oh. I assure you, this is not what it looks like.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
Hey.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow to the Chantry's every whim.
Shut up. Yeah, don't make it worse.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death.
What?
And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
No. Shit.
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people. Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. To overcome so many. I never thought him capable of such power.
Yeah, he lied to me.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
He can't have gone far. You could still get him.
Believe me, we will use our every resource. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
Yeah, she didn't know Jowan was a blood mage.
You've been a friend, but you needn't defend me any longer. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You know why the repository exists. Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
No? Nothing.
Very well. I believe you.
But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
Listen, I really had no idea he was a blood mage. I didn't.
And
Swear.
you think this excuses you? You
Maybe.
helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like him to join the Warden ranks.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica and shown no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
He is a danger to all of us.
It is a rare person who risks all for a friend in need.
Yes.
I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished.
Yeah, if the Grey Wardens will have me, then I will gladly go.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
A blood mage escapes and his accomplice is not only unpunished, but is rewarded by becoming a Grey Warden. Are our rules nothing? Have we lost all authority over our mages? This does not bode well, Irving.
Enough. We have no more say in this matter.
Yeah! So I am to become a Grey Warden then?
Yes. Be proud, child. You are luckier than you know.
It's all skill, really. Let's see. Well, thanks for the new threads, First Enchanter.
Come. Your new life awaits.
Yeah. Damn straight. So that's our origin done with. They all the 6 origins are roughly the same in length. And yeah, they will shape the rest of the story significantly.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am Thurl, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
Oh, yes. I will do my best, of course.
Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
That's one mean sword he has. The hilt is almost as long as the blade.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden.
Another
The ritual
one?
is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
And why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Is it anything like the harrowing?
It is an ordeal. I am sorry that you must endure another so soon.
Am I the only other recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Okay, what would you have me do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Alright then. Alright, cool. Here we got some new codex entries. And, I think, we're about 18 minutes into this recording now. So, I don't think I want to get started on exploring Ostagar too much this time around. I suppose we can just explore a bit over here. So, there should be some stuff for us to pick, like these elf roots, for instance. Elf root is nice. You can use it to make healing potions with the herbalism skill, which we know, because we're a mage. All mages must know how to make potions. So, you can have a look at here. Unfortunately, the LOD textures are quite miserable in this section of the game. They look okay from afar, but down there not so much. And none of these soldiers have anything interesting to say, from what I remember. Because we got some goodies. Here's some more elf fruit.
Of course.
Nice. There should be more stuff around here also. Ah, we can't lockpick that. We don't have a rogue in the party. It's kind of shitty that you can't lockpick. Other than as a rogue. It's a very traditional way of doing things, I suppose. But, I don't know. I like my RPGs generally. I like my RPGs way more open-ended and classless. You know, like you pick the skills you want to use, and if you're retarded, you pick the wrong skills. That's the way it goes. I prefer that over having everything sort of handed to me, you know. It makes building characters a little bit less creative. Although, I will say that they do have a pretty good range of abilities for you to choose from. Especially as a mage, because a lot of the abilities you pick as a mage, or the spells you pick as a mage, are active abilities. You know, like they're fireballs and all kinds of stuff, right? And that's my skills. There we go, that's the talents. Right, so there are a few things that are passive. Like this thing here, Arcane Mastery, for example. That one is passive. Staff Focus is passive. But a lot of things are active stuff. Like all of these primal things are active, I think. No, not the rock armor or the weapon abilities. But Fireball is, and Earthquake and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot to choose from. And that's cool. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left. I'm gonna read codex entries for the rest of this, so if you're not into that, you just want to watch the gameplay or whatever, you can feel free to skip ahead to the next episode. I will find my codex entries. Where are they? Journal codex, there we go. Let's see. Magic and religion. Here's something for us to read. Oh yeah, the 4 schools of magic. That might be fun. Let's go with primal. Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven. Field and forest shall burn. The seas shall rise and devour them. The wind shall tear their nations from the face of the earth. Lightning shall rain down from the sky. They shall cry out to their false gods and find silence. Andraste 7:19. Sometimes called the school of power, the primal school is the second of the school of energy, balanced by spirit, and also concerns the most visible and tangible forces of nature itself. This is the gift of, this is the magic of war, right? Fire, ice, and lightning, devastation. This is what the vast majority imagines when they hear the word magic. From the 4 Schools of Magic, a treatise by First Enchanter Josephus. Okay, here's creation. Opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered, and the world is given new life. Threnodies 5:5. School of Creation, sometimes called the School of Nature, is the second of the School of Matter. In the balancing force and the complement of entropy, creation magic manipulates the natural forces, transforming what exists and bringing new things into being. Creation requires considerable finesse, more than any other school, and is therefore rarely mastered. Those mages who have made a serious study of creation are the highest in demand, useful in times of peace as well as war. And it's from the first, it's from the same book as the other one, so I'm not going to read that every time. Here we have entropy. To you, my second-born, I grant this gift. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. Threnodies 5:7. It would be cool to actually have to read their Bible or whatever, because it is basically like a Bible, right? You have Threnodies, which is like the book, and then 5:7, which is like the verse and chapter and verse, right? I don't know. Let's see, the second of the schools of matter. Entropy is the opposing force of creation. For this reason, it is often called the school of negation. Nothing lives without death. Time inevitably brings an end to all things in the material world, and yet, in this ending is the seed of a beginning. A river may flood its banks, causing havoc, but bring new life to its floodplain. The fire that burns the forest ushers in a new growth. And so it is with entropic magic that we manipulate the forces of erosion, decay, and destruction to create anew. And finally, we have the School of Spirits. And the voice of the Maker shook the Fade, saying, "In my image I have wrought my firstborn. You shall be given domination over all that exists. By your will, all things are done, yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing." Trinities 5:4. The first of the schools of energy, spirit is opposed by the primal school. It is the school of mystery, the ephemeral school, right? This is the study of invisible energies which surround us at all times, yet are outside of nature. It is from the Fade itself that this magic draws its power. Students of the school cover everything from direct manipulation of mana and spell energies to the study and summoning of spirits themselves. By its nature, an esoteric school, as most others know virtually nothing about the Fade. Studies of spirit magic is often misunderstood by the general populace, or even confused for blood magic. An unfortunate fate for a most useful branch of study. I think, right, the mage saying, right, I think the firstborn referred to in this verse up here is, I think that's to the spirits of the Fade. Like, the Maker made the spirits of the Fade first, I think, and then the realm of man afterwards. So it makes a lot more sense then, if you think of it that way. We also want to know about spirits and oh shit. Alright, we'll read this thing here, and then that's that, I think, for this time. Beyond the veil, spirits and demons. It is challenging enough for the casual observer to tell the difference between the Fade and the creatures that live within it, let alone between one type of spirit and another. In truth, there is little that distinguishes them, even for the most astute of mages, since spirits are not physical entities and are therefore not restricted to recognizable forms or even having a form at all. One can never tell for certain what is alive and what is merely a part of the scenery. It is therefore advisable for the inexperienced researcher to greet all objects he encounters. Okay. Sure. Hello, Stone. Hey, Wall. Typically, we misuse the term spirit and refer only to the benign or at least malevolent, or at least less malevolent creatures of the Fade, but in truth all denizens of the Fade, of the realm beyond the veil, are spirits. As the Chant of Light notes, everything within the Fade is a mimicry of our world, a poor imitation, for the spirits do not remotely understand what they are copying. It is no surprise that much of the Fade appears like a manuscript translated from Tevinter into Orlesian, and then back again by drunken initiates. In general, spirits are not complex, or rather they are not complex as we understand such things. Each one seizes upon a single facet of human experience: rage, hunger, compassion, hope, etc. This one idea becomes their identity. We classify as demons those spirits who identify themselves with darker human emotions and ideas. The most common and weakest form of demon one encounters in the Fade is the rage demon. They are much like perpetually boiling kettles, okay? But they exist only to vent hatred, but rarely have an object to hate. Somewhat above these are the hunger demons, who do little but eat, or attempt to eat everything they encounter, including other demons. This is rarely successful. Then there are the sloth demons. These are the first intelligent creatures one typically finds in the Fade. They are dangerous only to those rare occasions that they can be induced to get up and do harm. Desire demons are more clever, and far more powerful, using all forms of bribery to induce mortals into their realms. Wealth, love, vengeance, whatever lies closest to your heart. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among their kind, most resemble men. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons, by first enchanter Midramel, I think. Merdremel. Something like that. It's kind of hard to read this. I wish because of the background mostly, and of course the size of the text doesn't really help matters any. But I'm doing the best I can, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the codex entries. I enjoy reading them, as long as I don't fuck up too much. Okay, well, that's it for this time in Dragon Age Origins. Join us next time when we have a look at Ostagar itself. I may consider increasing the length of the episodes to more than half an hour. We'll see. You guys can let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Alright, so long.